Now, one of the main questions that I get is, at what point did you realize day trading was actually going to be something that works for you? Because if you've been subscribed to my channel for some time, you guys know I'm just a tad bit different, of a guy that comes online and does videos about day trading here on YouTube. I do not pitch to you that this thing is easy. I don't pitch to you that, you're going to make money quick, but if you take the time to really learn things and get a good education in knowledge inside of day trading for yourself over the long term, it's definitely going to be something that, number one, changes your life, and then also provides you money in life that's better than potentially owning your business. And one thing for sure, definitely providing you more money in life than actually working a 9 to 5 job. Right now, I have been a day trader since 2017. I've also been inside of the cryptocurrency industry since 2017. Was I making money in 2017? No. Was I making money in 2018, 2019? No. And that's just the honest truth. And that's why I said I'm just a tad bit different, because there's not many people inside of the day trading, finance niche, whatever the case may be, that is really going to keep it that 100% honest with you guys, right? It took me time of trial and error. It took me time to actually learn. So when we actually go back into the title of this video, the main question inside of this video, at what point did I actually become a profitable trader? And to really answer that question for you guys, it really wasn't into 2020, 3 years into my journey, that I can say, hey, you know what? There was something, and what's main important to point out was that the reason I became this profitable trader was because 3 years into my journey in 2020, a few different things happened. Like when we kicked 2020 off, and I really think that the timing was just very perfect in this as well, because we went into the pandemic, we were on lockdown. I, at the time, was living in New York City, so we experienced a very heavy, severe lockdown where, most of my time was spent in the house, and I used that time that I was given to my advantage now, because in return, with this lockdown, I now had the ability to focus on the charts, learn things, and really look at the market different. And due to what was currently going on across all of the different markets, it really didn't matter back in 2020 if you were in Forex, stocks, cryptocurrency, whatever the case may be. Yes, when the main, thing in the lockdowns came into play, everything dropped, right? But once that drop happened, we had, basically a V-shaped recovery across the board. And if you were someone like myself that was positioned in different assets, such as stocks and cryptocurrencies, prior to that time in 2020, and you had some cash on the side to potentially, even buy more, you definitely were someone that found yourself in a good position. So I really feel like everything that I just mentioned is really important to point out, because one thing that I definitely had on my side was timing. Everything with timing just also, currently lined up. But going back to that main point of, we're on lockdown, I had more time to focus in on, improving myself, learning more, really journaling and documenting all of my trades so I can go back and analyze them after the fact. But understanding, and I really preach this, there are several videos here on my YouTube channel where we speak about this, but the main thing, the main trick, because realizing this made me look at the charts just a tad bit different. The markets overall, stocks, forex, crypto, whatever the case may be, this made me look at things just a tad bit different. And it was understanding market manipulation. That's number one. Number two, it was understanding how actual big money flows through the market, how retail traders like you and I are looking at the market versus what the big players, the whales, are doing in the market. Now, going back to the main number one point on when I mentioned market manipulation and how it made me look at the charts just a tad bit different. And I was doing some day trades today, and it's crazy because most of my days while I'm day trading is very simple. I mostly trade the New York Open, right? The strategy that this understanding gave me allowed me to come to the charts maybe 2 to 3 hours per day, find the setup when the market opens based on this manipulation, and basically I'm good to go. And it also, back in 2020, another thing that I definitely want to point out, my style of trading changed because over the first 3 years inside of my day trading journey, for the most part, I was swing trading and intraday trading. Another big thing that changed for me in 2020 that made me stay in front of the charts less time and become more profitable was now no longer swing trading, taking fewer intraday trades, but now becoming a scalper, taking advantage of short-term moves within the market as opposed to larger term moves in the market, because I did have points within those first 3 years inside of my trading journey where I had profitable swing trades, and it's not that necessarily the trade setup that I took was wrong. I really didn't have that take profit area set correctly. And I also really didn't have, moving my stop loss into profit down pack. So I 9 times out of 10 in those first 3 years would have many winning trades, and just the problem was that I held on to those trades just a tad bit longer than I actually should have held on to them. When I made that shift back 5 years ago in 2020, day trading was way easier just due to the fact of I'm taking advantage of shorter moves within the market. I'm staying inside of my trades less. That was something that's very pivotal for me. If you guys have any questions, definitely get down below in the comments. I'm always in the comments. I will be sure to answer them. Like always, if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, do definitely go ahead and get subscribed to the channel. I'm out of here, and I will see you guys in the next one.